Hello, 15th of April today. Here the situation is that we took out the plants, so the same subtropical citrus, almonds, all of this, it's outside, so the whole, it's much more free. And here also we ate all of the salads. The only things we are still afraid to put outside is the coffee shrub, some of the very baby avocados and the chayote, so we keep them here. These are seeds which are expecting to be planted and some biological preparations for the trees. So the chayote are still waiting. Here a last kale, which will be our these days salads. The artichokes are growing nicely. The chayote in the corner. Some tomatoes are about to... the first tomato flower. Nice. So we have these early tomatoes. And watercress is giving seeds already. Another tomato is preparing to flower. I transplanted the opuntia, so this is expecting Kirill, our neighbor, to have it. And here everything, it's getting more and more green and pretty. The topinambur are coming a lot. Spring onions, abundance. And here it's absolutely beautiful. And this morning I tried them, they all have different smell. And these beautiful tulips. Our baby tomatoes, all different types. Little zucchini, courgette, more tomatoes, capucine, sugar beetroot, some cabbage. And now it's the time of the blue plums. The other plums, they already finished flowering. The mountain is still very beautiful. Peaceful place. The cuttings are doing well also. Cassis, apples, peaches. This is absolutely beautiful. The samobaika herb. Every day we are eating it in salad. Very medicinal. The name samobaika in Bulgarian means that you don't need to go to the medicinal woman. You heal through this herb. Of course, some salads, kale, absolute abundance of rocket, mangold. And the apple trees, more and more apple trees are going out of seeds. So we'll have beautiful apple trees. And this is amazing herb, tasting garlic without having garlic properties, so people who have sensitive stomach, they can eat it. Have only the taste of onion garlic without really harming. So the kiwis also, they start opening now. These are the two more resistant kiwis, and the less resistant we were thinking it's dead, but in fact it came back. The almonds are doing well, lemons, rosemary, aloe, different geraniums and salads. What I wanted to do now actually, it is to continue with the raised beds in the other garden, because today and tomorrow are days of fruits. So we want to plant things like beans, corn, seeds of zucchini, of cucumbers, of tomatoes, of many different plants which we're gonna use the fruit. So as you remember, we were doing 5 beds last time. We put a straw in between. All these white things are the flowers of the plums, because these plums, the flowers, they went down, and now we can see that we have little plums, which is great because the bees were well working. And so until here we have potatoes, still waiting for the mulch. Here this bed is waiting to be planted, and all these are expecting to be created. So I will put now the camera here, and we will together we will observe the creation of these raised beds. I'm very excited to arrive to the heart because it's my favorite. I hope today I will be able to arrive to the heart, and then another 5 after the heart are expecting. These are the logs which we are finding on the road after the tracks of the guys who are cutting the forests. And I put them like this because now I will take my chainsaw, I will try to split them in 2 like this. My idea is that with one log I can split it in 2 and to do one wall, like one wall this side with the other on the other side, then there. I arrived now to do some of the cuttings. It's going very slow and not easy, but now I want to try to do the old system, because the beginning of the cutting it is ready till here. Maybe to use the old system to split the wood with some instruments, so I'm gonna try this. After the resurrection of the chainsaw, it was needed patience, but I arrived to cut almost everything, and then it was very easy to split this wood into pieces. And now we have quite a lot of beautiful half logs. With which we can now surround the beds. Work is advancing, materials are changing, and this is already planted. Now Barbara will join and we plant together. I mean, we do a little prayer, thankfulness for the plants to go together, and then I will keep doing this and she will plant. I am very happy to announce the birthday of another pretty, at least I like it, bed for plants. This time the technique was half logs, and it's good because I don't need to use sticks, and when I need I can just put some stones in here and hit the soil to enter inside with the hammer, and yeah, it's nice. I was using on the end, so I used the barks of the trees to fill the gaps between the logs, because I don't want to lose the soil outside. So you can see I use the barks for this. All of the logs, they are nicely contaminated with mycelium, so we expect lots of mushrooms also to grow here. And this is of course temporary, because the aim of these beds is that we have a path, but this path will become a compost also. So we hope for 1-2 years, the time this would get rotten, to be able to fill all the path and the plants to be able to get food out of the compost. So this is the 6th bed. The first are already planted with potatoes. We expect them to come. This here Barbara knows what she was planting, and as we can see everywhere the technique is different. Here are some old wood from old buildings with metal sticks, but then the metal sticks they finished. So here is without metal sticks, with some stones which are holding. Then also the old wood was finished, so we passed on to the logs we find on the way after the guys who are cutting the forest, they fall out of their trucks. So this bed is with these logs, and the logs I have, I think they will be enough for 1 or maybe 2 beds. I have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the middle one is like the form of a heart, because this is the energetic point between. There is Dreamets Peak and there is Grohoten Peak, two sacred places. So the line is coming here, so the beatings of this heart are sending positive energy to one of the sacred spots there, and on the other side here. After the inspiring creation of this plant bed, let's pass on the next one. This system is really nice once you arrive to split the wood. After, it's so easy and fast to do it. Here even the bed has a little bit special shape because of the heart, so you can be quite creative and flexible in fact with the forms. This bark will make a very good carpet under the straw mulch in the pot for the beginning of the compost when I don't need it. And honestly, I'm happy from this, the recharging activity. Here even I found an old someone was writing Rome 1977 kilometers. So now it is here. The heart somehow I want to do with stones because it's the center. It's a special a special energetical place. So now with the wood I have left here, I will do the next one. I will do this one and then the heart with stones. Also the shavings I'm putting in the bed, then I mix with the soil so it makes some more lignin for the mushrooms to decompose, some more nice organic matter, and pot is larger enough, 50 centimeters we were saying. Now I don't measure anymore with the meters, but this is 20, 40, so I have minimum 50 everywhere. Wow, they are more and more beautiful. You have to say that it's first time I use this technique, so it's all experimental. But I think most easy from everything we were trying, it's exactly this with the splitted logs, because they are heavy, they take place. I just need some time to put something here like stones or a piece of wood and just hammer, so this part is strong like this. If it's a little bit, I do only with soil, and if the space is bigger, I use things I have under hand like stones. So now you want to start planting, yeah?
Yes.
And I think I will bring some wheelbarrows with stones to do the heart finally. Because again, these two beds, as you can see, the curve is like this, and there the curve is like this, so we can have a beautiful heart in the middle.
The moon is in Deva, in a growing mood. So Deva is the zodiacal sign which is according to the moon book we are working with. It's very good for planting whatever. It's a root sign, but still all the things you throw in the ground, they apparently they have more will to grow on this day. So I decided today to plant just many things. Yesterday me and Filip were preparing the soil in the garden there, and we were choosing the seeds. So we opened our seed bank and we saw that there are many seeds which are old, which we don't know if they will really grow. So what I will do now is I have here a bucket and a bag full of seeds. So I want to just throw all the seeds in this bucket. They are small seeds, like this is I don't know in English, but this is amaranth, lucerne. We have here flowers. So seeds which you can just throw like this on the ground, and what grows grows. And then I have another bag with seeds which I have to put carefully in the ground more. So these are beans and corn mainly, and cucumbers and pumpkin. So we want to plant also the three sisters, which are corn, beans and pumpkin. So the corn grows, the beans can use the corn to climb on, and the pumpkin is covering nicely the soil to protect from the sun.
As you can see, the path, we immediately try to fill them with organic matter. So this is now yellow straw, old one, which is rich in carbon. Then now the green things are growing. In the next full moon we will be able to cut some also green herb, which will be more rich in nitrogen, and we will make the optimal ratio carbon nitrogen, 3 to 1, 3 parts carbon, 1 parts nitrogen. Here we see some little melissa growing, so we can mulch around it and leave the melissa to grow. It's absolutely it smells like lemon. The English name is lemon bulb, melissa is in Latin. So we had only 4 more left, and a beautiful movement today. Our heart is ready, made out of stones, and some beds. So that's it for today. Thank you.